What do you want me to do, Cowboys fans? Want me to clap? Want me to clap? Give you a little golf clap. You beat the 0-6, now 0-7 San Francisco 49ers. Congrats to you. Now look, I'll be a man. I won't just talk trash. All right, I'll try to be fair. Any win in the NFL is a good win, especially when you win on the road. It's a very good win, and when you beat a team by 30 points, it's a hell of a win. But I keep seeing fans today, Dallas fans, start pumping up their chest a little bit. And I already know that the loudest mouthpiece in all of sports, Skip Bayless, is going to really promote the crap out of the Cowboys now. We're going to have to all listen to it. Well, I'm not going to listen to it because I'm not even going to watch this shit. But I feel like because the Cowboys beat a winless team, an 0-6 team, like they're 0-7 now. And people are like, well, they lost a bunch of close games. Yeah, they lost a bunch of close games. Some of those were to the freaking Colts. Like, I don't care if you lose a close game or not. You lose to the Colts, period. You're a bad team. I feel like because the Cowboys beat, I don't care if you put up 70 on them. I feel like because the Cowboys beat a winless team, they're going to get the press. Well, the current NFC East leading, NFC leading, NFL leading Philadelphia Eagles don't get any love. Now, some fans, especially Eagles fans, a lot of Eagles fans are great with that. It's like, hey, we love to fly under the radar. Let's fly under the radar. Let's let them get all the publicity. Let's let everybody tell them how great they are. We'll fly under the radar like we've been doing, and we'll do our thing. And I see why they like that. I see why they want to do that. You know, me personally, I love hearing about how great my team is. It's the NFL season. What else do I got to do between games? I want to hear my team being praised. I love it. I can't help it. Nope. Cowboys are going to get praised for beating a winless team. Because why? They're the most overhyped team in probably all of sports. I keep hearing about how great Dak Prescott is. And I actually see some people saying Dak is better than Wentz. Last year, he played better than Wentz. Last year. This year, my daughter, I don't know if you saw her, she came out. This year, wow. Is Dak playing better than Wentz? Well, hey, I'll admit it's close. I will admit it's close. I won't just talk trash like some people do. I'll admit it's close. Dak Prescott, because they both played 6 games. Dak Prescott, he's got one more touchdown than Carson Wentz. Wow. But he also has one more interception as well. And Carson Wentz has 150 some more yards passing. So what's better? Would you rather 14 touchdowns and 4 interceptions? Or 13 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and about 150 more yards passing? What's better? What do you think is better? How about when you add the fact that Carson Wentz is the best passer on third down, the money down? You give me the stat. You give me the third down stat, and I nearly guarantee you that Carson Wentz is better. Touchdowns, he's 1. Least interceptions, number 1. Passer rating, number 1. Completion percentage, number 1. QBR, number 1. Yards per attempt, number 1. Yards per completion, number 1. I mean, what? You want to keep going? You want to keep going? I think we add it all up. It is close. It is close. But I think through 6 games, Carson Wentz has been the better quarterback. And notice I didn't bring up record. I didn't bring up the record because it is a team game. Carson Wentz has been the better player. Now, some people might want to bring in the rushing stats. Say, well, Dak Prescott has like 3 rushing touchdowns or 4 rushing, whatever it is. When does it stop? When does it stop? Carson Wentz has a bunch of neat escapability plays too. Just because Doug Pearson hasn't called a read option at the 2-yard line or 3-yard line or 4-yard line, and Wentz hasn't had the ability, hasn't had the opportunity to. When do we stop it? When do we stop it? You know, like touchdowns are even kind of like that too. Like you're at the 1-yard line. Let's say it's 3rd and 1 from the 1. 3rd and goal from the 1. Team gives it to the running back, and he gets a touchdown. Well, you didn't get that touchdown in your stat. Or do they instead let the quarterback throw and kind of get like a cheap touchdown in their stat? You know, it's just play call. So even touchdowns themselves, even passing touchdowns, you kind of look at it with a grain of salt. But that's why I'm talking about this. You got to go into 3rd down. You got to look at all the nuances and everything. That's why Carson Wentz is playing at an MVP level. Tom Brady has more yards passing. What the hell's this kid's name? Watson? He's got more touchdowns throwing. But they're not looking at it's the meat and the potatoes of what are you doing? How are you getting these passing yards? How are you getting these stats on 3rd down when the pressure's on? Like it's all this stuff. And yeah, the team record kind of gets put into it to some degree, but to some degree, I think that's unfair, but you're never going to see an MVP from a losing team. It's just, you're just not going to see it. So it's close, Cowboys fans. I'll admit, and it bugs me that it's close. But in this year, we're not talking about last year. We're talking about this year. Not last year. This year. Not last year. This year. Okay. Carson Wentz is playing better than Dak Prescott. Okay? So, until further notice, and besides, Dak Prescott he got to play against the 49ers, and Carson Wentz got to play against the Chiefs defense, got to play again, although the Chiefs defense didn't look so good against Oakland, I'll agree, but still, he had to play against the Chiefs defense, everything had to play against Carolina's defense, okay? Dak Prescott just got to play against the 49ers. So there's a little bit of a discrepancy there too. So you need to just cool your jets, Cowboys fans. Now, you beat the 49ers. That's awesome. That's awesome. But I'm going to bring it back down to earth a little bit. All right? The Cowboys just finished the easy part of their schedule. I mean, let's think about it. Now, the Giants weren't looked at to be easy at first. I understand that. But from what we've seen this year, you beat a Beckhamless. Well, now they're Beckhamless for the rest of the year. But you know what I mean. You beat a Beckhamless Giants team. You beat an Arizona team, who we destroyed, by the way. You beat a 49ers team, You lost to the Rams. Rams seem to be a good team, so, maybe no harm there. And you lost to the Packers with Aaron Rodgers, and really no harm there either. And you lost to the Broncos, and the Broncos don't look that good. So, maybe bad there. Maybe harm there. But, hey, it's an AFC team. What the hell? The Broncos don't look to be that great. The Giants sure as hell ain't great. You beat the 49ers, really, the only 2 teams that you played, 6 games. 6 games! You only played 2 good teams. And you lost to both of them. That was the easy part of your schedule, Dallas. Now is the hard part. You got games like the Chiefs, the Redskins, who I don't think are no joke. I'm a little nervous about this game tomorrow. We got the Redskins, You got the Chiefs, you got the Falcons, although the Falcons better get it together. That actually might be an easy game, who knows? Although with your defense. But then again, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck the Falcons are doing. And then you got a really hard game on your schedule coming up. Like you got the Eagles. Yeah, I went there. Look, we're a bad matchup for you. You want to run the ball. That's what you want to do on offense, protect your defense. Well, we're the number one against stopping the run, so that's going to be hard. And then we were coming into this, I don't know what we're going to be now, but coming into this week, we were number 3 on offense, and that's passing and running. We're pretty balanced, and so we can kind of take our pick against your not so good defense, and it's just a bad matchup. It's a bad matchup. I'm not trying to sit there and brag and say, oh, we're so much better. It's just a bad matchup for what you guys want to do, okay? Look, and you might be without Zeke Elliott. Nobody knows, but like you went through the easy part of your schedule, and you're 3-3. That's the easy part. And you're 3-3. Now you got a hard part with maybe without Ezekiel Elliott, and you're already possibly could be 3 games down in the win column anyway to Philly. Do you not see the problem? You're in trouble. This division. I mean, if we win tomorrow night, which we're going to be favored, so you'd have to think there's a chance we can win. You're looking, because we have the 49ers next, you would think, at home, by the way, and you would think we would take care of business there. And then we have the Broncos, who don't look all that good right now. And that's at our house, too, and they play a little bit differently on the road. It's just, then we have a bye week, because we have 2 weeks to prepare for you guys. Dallas. It's you're almost getting into a position. It very well could be like this. If we go 7-2 or 8-1, like it could be to where you're in a position where you have to beat us both times, where you will have to split with us and hope that you don't lose to anybody else along. Like it's getting to the point to where you're in trouble. Okay, you're in trouble. So you guys can pump up your chest all you want. Skip Bayless could sit there and say that Carson Wentz looks like a deer in headlights to him, which is amazing because he's number 1 on 3rd down, and he's the most blitzed quarterback in the league, and he's playing at an MVP level. Deer in headlights. Now, I don't know if Skip Bayless just says things for ratings. He may actually be. I do know he's a Cowboys fan, so you wonder if he really means what he says when it comes to them and the Eagles. But if he's making himself out to be an idiot, because even himself said that I think Carson Wentz is like tied for 4th on his MVP list, which is over Dak Prescott. But yet he says that Dak Prescott's better. He says that Carson Wentz is a deer in headlights. But even himself admitted that. Basically, Eagles ain't gonna get respect. There's a chance we go to 6-1, and if we don't, fuck. But if we do, we go to 6-1. We're the best record in the entire league. Currently, we're the best record in the entire league now. And we're just not gonna get any. I mean, there's gonna be 1-6 Giants, 6-1 Eagles, and 2 teams at 3-3. I mean, talk about an even split. But and then we have the 49ers next. We get to 6-1. We're going to 7-1. And then we'll have the Broncos at home to try to get to 8-1 before our bye. That's what you got to deal with, Dallas. But you keep pumping that chest. Because last year, as sick as it made me, it ain't this year. Peace.